Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. Today we have some of the Whisper mechs on the table today, brought to us by Impact Miniatures. Now, Whisper's had a couple of successful Kickstarters on Kickstarter, obviously, and funded all sorts of interesting, very heavily 80s Japanese mecha-inspired models, and it was just a matter of time before I ended up getting any. So today we have in these two bags what appears to be what's called the Cutter, and we'll show you what that looks like. And then over here we have the Tundra. And since the Tundra is in one bag, we will start with that. Now, I will admit some of the mechs that they've had have been super tempting, and the one that I'm really waiting for is their Russian mech, and hopefully we'll see that actually get realized in 3D as a model in the near future. So let's get that zoomed in here so we can take a closer look. I think this is the first time I've ever built tabletop mecha that are obviously inspired by like anime-style robots. And for whatever reason, this model, the Tundra, really spoke to me and reminded me of the Weltall from Xenogears. And I don't know why, but it just really did. I think it had to do with these crazy round thrusters that are going to go on either its shoulder or its backpack. I'm not 100% sure. They've got the traditional little missile pods in there, because you got to have your ton of circus as it dashes and dodges all over the tabletop. So you got two of those. He is equipped with a rifle and knife, and somewhere in this mess we have the head as well. I think the head also gives me a bit of a Weltall vibe, and I'm going to say it now, I'm going to paint it up like it in that kind of bluish purple hue, so just be prepared. I'm not 100% sure how the backpack is going to go on. A little bit of cleanup is going to be necessary there, but that's not a big deal. I like mechs with lots of thrusters too, so. Alright. Not too complex of build. It looks like it's going to need a little bit of cleaning to get the parts to fit together correctly. Let's see how that goes. Over here we have the Cutter. Cutter is a little bit bulkier. Head is attached to the torso. Torso is two parts, front and back. Can I figure out how it goes together? I can. Yeah, we really need more models like this. Now, the Cutter actually has a couple of different options available. I believe I went with, well, we'll find out, is this the rifle version? Or the bazooka? I don't remember. I know there's a couple options. You can either get it with either or option, or you can actually spend a little bit more money and you can get it with everything. I want to say the original Kickstarter might have had the option to just include all the bits. I could be wrong. We have a couple of extra hands. Grasping. And a closed fist. It's hard to see there. I believe this is the other arm. Makes sense as it doesn't have the hands attached. And then two big, bulky legs. So, I'm curious how big these things are going to be. They look to have what are 40mm bases included with them. Let's double check here. I threw everything in the bag. Yeah, it's a 40mm base. So, give me a sec. We will put these bad boys together, and we'll see how they turn out. So, our Whisper mechs went together with a snap. No real issues there. Let's start off with our Tundra, the one I'm really digging. I'm not sure. There were a couple spots I actually didn't know if it was supposed to be flash and needs to be cut. Actually, like right here in between the legs, there's a long line like that, and the more I look at it, the more it probably is flash. I'm going to need to clean it off. I did not do the best job of cleaning it off yet. I admit it's been dark and rainy, and I have not had a chance to really get a good look at what exactly I'm doing. The lighting where I tend to build models is not the greatest. I do enjoy all the thrusters and fins and stabilizers all over it. I like that look. Our Cutter friend here, again, pretty straightforward. I went with the closed hand just because he needs to be looking like he's firing his gun there. Nice, sturdy, simple. Can't complain about that. And the quality of the resin is nice. I know I've had a couple people have asked me about the quality on some of the Impact stuff, both in person and online. And I got to say, it's a lot better than what it used to be. I had a lot of issues with their early chibi stuff, and I ended up just tossing the pieces that I had. I got so frustrated with working with it. But these have been nice, smooth, easy to glue, easy to build. No real issues there. taking a good look at how big they are. So in case you're curious, if you wanted to run them in some kind of a 40K game or something, I don't think they're really going to fit in there unless you get really creative with what they're supposed to be. Obviously, they're going to be made more so for stuff at their own scale, and I don't remember what that is at the moment. I wanted to say 1/144th, but I'm pretty sure I'm just thinking of heavy gear stuff. Now, where I think they'd really shine is if you had them on the table with some 15 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 6 millimeter stuff. I think they're going to be a lot more appropriate. Or if you have something even smaller than that, I could see them really fitting in there too. Grabbed a couple of Maelstrom Edge mechs as well, just because I think they would fit in quite nicely with some of the stuff that Maelstrom Edge has released as well. If you just want a bunch of cool looking mechs blasting each other. And I'm also curious to find out if we're going to ever see any actual rules for the game, because, you know, why not? I know there's a lot of alternatives. I've been looking at Horizon Wars for something with easy to learn mech combat, since they slowly seem to be reaccumulating themselves at home, since the majority of my mechs are all at work. In case I do have a tag handy. There's a bit of a size difference there. So do keep that in mind if you are curious. I will put a link down below, and hopefully we are going to see more from Whisper in the future, because I really wanted those Russian mechs. They look really cool. Anyway, with that said, this is Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye!